Day 1190, just got off a call with the associate pastor at my church. It was a really good call. This was the call. We were going to do a coaching call today, and I messaged him and I was like, hey, can we just talk about whether or not we're going to actually do this? Like if we're going to do this with the church or not, or if we're just going to talk about doing it and kind of analyze it and pick it apart. And I got on the call and I was a little nervous because I was like, I'm going to have to be pretty direct. And I was like, here's the deal. Like God told me that I need to bring this to churches who are going to run with it, not churches that I have to drag. And went over that conversation, and it's like, I'm doing the coaching with you, but there's resistance. So there's not coachability there. And it's like, you're looking for, how it could work, how it can't work. And so there's not really coachability. I can't really coach you there. And so we got to separate the two because it feels like they're being intertwined and you're judging whether or not this is a good coaching program based on our sessions, but we can't really fully do our sessions because you're not fully coachable because you're trying to figure out if it's good or bad. So you're judging the whole thing. You're not surrendered to the process. And it's just confusing. Like it can't go this way. We got to pick one or the other. And I was like, otherwise we're not going to get the results. Like I can't coach you. You're not going to get the results if you're not open to being coachable about it. And I get that you also have the responsibility of being responsible and seeing if this is a good thing for the church or not. And he started laughing. He's like, bro, like after that last session, like those words, like those were not my values. And I was like, yeah, I know, because we weren't doing the process the way we were supposed to. And bro, like honestly, if you were one of my one-on-one clients, I'd be like, no distractions. Like his kid ran in like three different times and he's sitting on his lap in the middle of us going through a really deep NLP exercise. And it's just like, man, like, no. And so I was like, and what I'm doing with you, the one-on-one, is really just to serve you and bless you and help you, because I want you to get that clarity. But this is not the same exercise that I would do for the church in a group. It's a totally different exercise. And so we got to like separate the two. And he's like, okay. And so we came to the decision that next week we're going to go over the full group coaching program, which means I got to put together all the slides because they're not all put together. And I'm going to walk him through it, and then he'll be able to make a decision of when we're bringing it to church. And I was talking to him about like, man, just imagine after conference is February 20th or something like that. People are going to be on fire after conference. And I'm like, this would be the perfect thing to transition to. Like now that you guys are on fire for God, you're connected with the Lord, you're on fire for the church and each other. Now what we're going to step into is a Find Your Calling series. So over the next 7 weeks, we're going to take this fire you guys have and we're going to use it to find your calling so you can live in this fire. And so this fire never goes out. And we could do a promotional video that we show during conference or something like that. Like it could be awesome. And I could tell he was like, yeah, wow. Like he was feeling that. He was liking that. And we just had a really good conversation. And I'm like, there's other churches that, like, I'm going to do this for a lot of churches. I'm already doing it for another church, and it's not even my home church. And it was really cool. He was like, yeah, that probably doesn't feel very good, that, you have to go to other churches to do this when your home church is like not doing it. And you probably don't feel very supported. And I was like, wow, I appreciate you saying that. And yeah. And he's like, yeah, that's not okay. I want to support you. I want to help you. I want to make this better. And so you could take it to other churches. So let's sit down, let's go over it. And I was like, man, he's got such a good heart. He really does have such a good heart. We don't agree on everything, but his heart is good, and I think his intentions are good. I think he's afraid of, maybe just, he said he doesn't want to mislead people, and I don't either. He doesn't want to bring this to people if it might hurt people rather than help people. And I was like, yeah, I totally get that, and I'm on the same page with you. I misled people a lot when I was in New Age, convincing them of the things that are of the devil. Like, it's crazy. So one of my greatest fears is to mislead people, because I did a lot of that accidentally, thinking I knew the right thing. Thank God now I know Jesus is real, and he's shown it, and he's confirmed it, and it's the truth, and it's the truth, and it's the truth. So I don't ever have to doubt that. And so, but yeah, we were just really on the same page, and it was really cool, because I was kind of expecting this call to be like, yep, we're not going to do it. We'll just hold off. But he really, accepted it and took it well. And it was like, wow, whew, thank you, God. That could have gone a totally different direction. So, yeah. Yep. So that call is done. So we're going to do a call on Tuesday, which means I need to put together the entire 7-week course, all the slides for it. I got to put that all together by Tuesday afternoon. I got so much work to do. I got to put together a social media campaign for this church. I'm going there on Sunday to sign them up. And then on Thursday, I teach the class. And Thursday, I teach the class. And Tuesday, I have to go over this with him to get my church to sign up for it. And then after that, and in the process of that, I have to move again. We move out on the 7th, I think, possibly into our new place. We're staying in an Airbnb. Either way, we're probably gonna we'll have to move somewhere. Ah, Lord, help me. There's a lot going on. The crazy thing is I got a lot going on and there's no money coming in, which is just like, all right, God, I'm just trusting you completely, like blind faith. So, but I want to honor that. And so, yeah, that's what I'm doing. And yeah. But it's all good. It's all right there. Like the makings of a wildly impactful and successful business. They're right in front of me. Like I'm months away, maybe weeks away from a business that's just going to change lives and be successful and help me elevate my lifestyle and impact the kingdom. I just got to get through to that point. I just got to get through to that. I got to just make it through this patch of these next 6 or 7 weeks. So yeah. Whew. It's a lot, but it's all good. That's a beautiful thing. It's all good. And I talked to him about what happened, the video at church and all that. And man, I could feel just how bad he felt. Like, and he explained that they went through a third party and someone who books the places for them booked it, and they were like, oh no, they're good, it'll be great. And then that happened. And so they were really disappointed and really upset. So that was good to hear that, like, okay, they're not just like cool with it. At the same time, I still don't think they should allow alcohol into that church literally ever, but that's between them and the Lord. And yeah, so it's really good today. I am exhausted. It's 4:47 in the afternoon. And I'm super just mentally exhausted because I've had meeting after meeting after meeting, conversation after conversation after conversation, not to mention yesterday. And I have to think about all the things I need to get done. And I'm also in the middle of a fast, so I haven't eaten anything in 3 days. So I'm just like, I think my body's kind of tired. Yeah. Taking a lot of energy, but it's good. So now I have to jump on a call with the team of people who are fasting. We're going to do that. And then at 6:30, I have a call with the leadership team at church. And then after that, I have a call with a girl who prayed for me about walking the narrow path, and led to me being delivered from pornography. So, and it's cool. People keep signing up for the course. I think we've got close to 20 people signed up so far. They just announced it, so that's cool. I have a poster that I ordered. I reached out to the manager that I know at Staples, and the poster was going to be like $75. He got it down to $53 because I need a poster so I can have it standing at the church on Sunday, look professional, like this is actually legitimate. It's $53 with tax. It'll probably be like $60. $60 that I don't want to spend. That's $60 that's 3/4 of a tank of gas. That's $60. That's meal prep for a week. It's a lot, but I got to invest in the business, because it's like there's one person that can see that sign that decides to do the course, and then they decide to sign up for the 90-day program, and there's $1,500 or $2,000 from that, from a $50 investment into a sign, so, or $60 investment. So I got so many things to think about. It's crazy. And I just need to stop and decompress. But I feel like I'm going 1,000 miles an hour. I got so many things to get done. Yeah. I thank God that my dad gave me some money, so I don't have to stress about gas right now or what I'm going to eat tomorrow. So thank you, Dad. And thank you, Lord. So, all right.